Good morning, 7th graders. Welcome to week 7. We are looking at Monday, May 11th today. For today and tomorrow in science, I would like you to be working on a gizmo that focuses on how DNA gets built. So it's going to be taking a little bit of the information that we hopefully remember from last week on what DNA looks like and what the pieces of DNA are, and giving you a chance in the Gizmo simulation to actually put together a piece of DNA. If we were in the classroom, we would be doing something more hands-on where you'd be building a model of DNA. But unfortunately, due to our distance learning, this is going to be, I think, an easier way for us to get practice looking at what DNA looks like and what the pieces of DNA do together. So I'm going to jump out of this presentation, and I would like to walk you through part of the gizmo, especially if you're somebody who has a harder time with these. If you think these gizmos are easy, you really could probably stop watching this video now. So on my screen here, I've got the gizmo set up and I've got the worksheet open. So on the worksheet, just like last time, I tried to help you out a little bit by highlighting any definitions that you're going to need to know while you're doing this in yellow. And anything that involved an action you had to do, so whether it's clicking or dragging or telling you to look at something, I made those green. So if you look at the handout on the right hand side of the screen, you can see that. So to start out with on the gizmos, just like every gizmo, they've got a couple of questions they would like you to do before you start using the gizmo. Just to go off of your prior knowledge. So you'll need to read this first little paragraph. It tells you a little bit about DNA and how it copies itself, or gives you the definition anyway of copying itself. Then they want you to look at this picture on the right hand side. Look at the DNA molecule shown at the right. What does it look like? And just use your own words to describe it, a couple words. What does that structure look like? Next is another question using this picture, and for these two questions, really just guess. If you don't know the answer, use your prior knowledge to put together an answer. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Just think about it and make your best guess. Then the second part on the gizmo is the warm-up. And so it gives you some information here. The building DNA gizmo allows you to construct a DNA molecule and to go through the process of DNA replication. Examine the components, and I added in here that components are parts that make up a DNA molecule. What are the two DNA components shown in the gizmo? So you can kind of see what they're talking about here in this picture. But if we go over and look at the other side, the two parts are going to be listed on the right-hand side here in these two boxes. So we've got nucleotides, that is misspelled, it should not be nucleosides, and phosphates. So that would be your answer to number 1. Then for number 2, they're giving you some information, some definitions, and they're asking you a question about what you can see here. How many different nitrogenous bases do you see? The nitrogenous bases are the things that are listed in color, okay? And they even listed them below the question here, and I've highlighted that in purple for you. So that is going to be what you would use to fill out the question for number 2. Then as we continue on to the second page of the Gizmo worksheet, if you have drug anything around in the gizmo, you're going to want to reset it. So you've got a clean slate. Then it says to follow the steps given in the gizmo to build a molecule of DNA. And this DNA molecule we are building is going to be untwisted. Normally DNA, they say that it is called a twisted ladder, is what the shape is represented as. It's called the double helix. They give you that information on the first page. So it says follow these steps. So over on the left-hand side, you've got show hint. Make sure that's clicked so it gives you a little hints. Show the nucleus. That is what we've got here, the nucleus of a cell. If we click that box, that's going to go away. But it's kind of cool to see the background. All of these squiggly lines would be chromatin, which is made up of DNA. And this would be the nucleus of a cell. Around the outside, we would have endoplasmic reticulum. There's bumps on it, so that would mean that it's rough endoplasmic reticulum, if you remember back to your cell parts. So you're just going to be following the instructions that they give you in this gizmo. So drag and join nucleosides and phosphates to build the left side of the DNA molecule. So you're just going to be dragging pieces into the center here, and you need to remember that they will alternate. So it goes nucleotide, then a phosphate, nucleotide, phosphate. They alternate. They go every other. So I don't need that. And you're just going to continue that until you have used all of the pieces that go in here. So we drag those in. You get the idea, hopefully. Once you have finished it, I believe it's going to change the hint to the DNA molecule is complete. Then what you need to do is you are going to list on this left side column, you are going to list these letters, G, A, T, T, C, G, whatever order you have put these in. You are going to list those on the left-hand side column on the worksheet. So if I was doing this, I would write in G, A, T, T, G, C, C, A on my worksheet. Then it says to take a snapshot after, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Then we need to match up the sides that would go with that. And we need to remember from last week that A always matches with T and C always matches with G. Apples are in a tree, cars in a garage is one way to help you remember that. So you will drag these in to match them up. If you drag it to the wrong spot, it will not work. Okay, so you need to match up your A's and T's and your C's and G's. Once you've finished that, you're going to write that in on the right-hand side here. And following the instructions in the gizmo, you will take a picture of it, and copy it, and you can insert that into this document. Then they've got a few questions for you to answer using what you have just done. What makes up the sides of the DNA molecule? That's going to be the phosphates and the nucleosides. And then what makes up the rungs? Rungs are steps on a ladder. So the rungs, what are these called? And I believe you can get that back on the first page. The rungs of the ladder are colorful. They are the nitrogenous bases. Or sometimes they just call them nitrogen bases. For number 4, they would like you to just write in what joins with the nitrogen base that they have listed for you. So adenine always joins to, you write in thymine here. And then you would do the same thing for these other 4. Number 5 wants you to practice the matching of the bases and what the pieces would look like. So doing the best you can using the sketching tools in Notability, just draw in the pieces that would go here. Okay, draw in the nitrogen bases that are going to match, and draw in the sugars and phosphates that make up the left-hand side. or that are going to make up the outside of the ladder. Then we've got one question here for number 6. For activity B, this is going to be optional. I'm not going to require you to do this, but if you would like to keep going, you can. So again, with all the gizmos, if you follow the directions and just go through it one step at a time, it will help you get through and it'll tell you what you need to do as you're doing this. So in activity B, we're going to look at how DNA replicates or makes a copy of itself. So looking at that, do not need to reset the gizmo. So you should have your full DNA model built here with both sides. Once you've got that done, so I've got my DNA model completely built. It says over here the DNA molecule is complete. So now to begin replication, it says introduce an enzyme. So I've got highlighted over here for you that an enzyme is a protein that facilitates a certain cell processes. So that's going to be something that does the processes or helps run the processes. So if we click on release the enzyme, so we'll do that. Say good morning, Paul.
Hi.
So when we click on that enzyme, it releases an enzyme called DNA helicase. What did that do to the DNA molecule? Well, we had it all together, right? And now it's split wide open. So you'd want to say that it opens up or it splits the DNA molecule. So next we're going to release another enzyme. It says click release enzyme to release the DNA polymerase. So we release that one, and it gives you a whole bunch of nucleotides there. So it says, notice that 2 groups of nucleotides appear on the right. What are the 3 parts, I believe it says, of a nucleotide? So you're going to list those. We've got the sugar, deoxyribose. We have the phosphate, which is the blue dots. And then we have the nitrogen bases, which are the letters that make up the DNA code. So you need to list those. Deoxyribose, phosphate, nitrogen bases. Then it says drag one of the nucleotides to a corresponding nitrogenous base on one of the 2 strands. What is the role of DNA polymerase in this process? So the polymerase, remember, that's what made all these nucleotides show up. So it says to drag these in here. And this is the polymerase here, this orange thing. So it looks as though it is playing a role in this process, and it is dragging with you those parts. Our next step is building. And so I've started doing that in number 3. It says complete the 2 molecules of DNA by dragging nucleotides to their corresponding locations. When you have finished, compare the 2 completed daughter DNA molecules. So I am almost done matching up the nucleotides. I'm following the same matching rules that we had followed earlier when we were building our first DNA molecule. T and A always match together, and C's and G's always match together. What do you notice about the 2 molecules? Well, if you look closely at them, if we look at the first row, we've got a C and a G. A C and a G, also on the second molecule. So these are identical molecules of DNA that have just been built. Now what they would like you to do is click on the camera and take a picture of it. So the camera, hopefully you've noticed that that is up here. And that takes a picture of what you have just built. And please insert that into the notability note if you've kept working on this. How do these molecules compare to the original? Again, they should be identical, shouldn't they? Why is DNA replication? That's a question for you to just think about. Like, why is this an important process? Why does the DNA need to make copies of itself? Then the last question, number 6, talks about mutations. This is something we haven't really talked about